that smells terrible now, and there's a lot of smoke. Oh. My right-hand engine is overheating. I think actually it might be on fire.
Still, at least it then rained, so I didn't have to worry about the fire spreading.
Oh, God almighty!
Being a caring soul, I decided to go back to see if I could help.
Switching to wet weather mode. And I give James a flyby. I know he enjoys them. Here we go.
Clarkson!
What's the matter?
I've lost drive on both sides, pretty much.
Oh, actually, I know how to fix a slipping prop shaft.
How?
Get the boat out of the water, send for new parts from America, and then ask a man to fit them.
With that advice dispensed, I was on my way back.
Oh, God.
We're hoping to reach the finish point today. We're only 100 kilometers now from Vung Tau, but at this rate, I'm sure that's going to happen.
In order to hold us up as little as possible, I attached myself to a camera boat so I could do repairs on the move.
This one is not firing on all cylinders. That one's not good either. I'm going to change all of the plugs, all of the leads. The fuel is filthy around here, so I'm going to change the fuel filters. I'm going to clean the air filters. There is a leak coming through the exhaust stack at the back with a blown hose. I've got to change that or I'll sink. To work.
Leaving Richard to try and mend his burning colander, I finally sailed clear of the rain.
Oh no! My expensive Bell & Ross is all fogged up. That's going back.
Even further ahead, I'd left the canal and was entering one of the Delta's giant estuaries.
This one's a long way from home, taking a lot of Vietnamese trading shoes to Panama. Power is good, temperature's good, fuel is very full. Price, fuel is very low. Oh dear.
But actually, that was okay, because in busy, industrious Vietnam, you can summon a Deliveroo-style refueling boat.
I'm heading up 120 degrees. Okay, I'll keep my eye out.
And sure enough, half an hour later...
Oh, here he is. See, this is service from this environmentally friendly boat that's arrived. I've been joined by the Rainbow Warrior, actually creating a lake of soot.
Once I'd refueled, I sailed into what is, for my boat at least, home.
Today, this particular area is known as the National Biosphere. This is one of the most fertile places on Earth. Anything grows here. You could plant Richard Hammond and in the morning he'd be 3 feet taller. But the Americans used to call it something different. They called it the Forest of the Assassins. And it was the job of the PBR boys to root those assassins out.
That was no easy task, as we're talking about 500 square miles of forest, crisscrossed by 3,000 miles of rivers and creeks. It was the perfect place for the Viet Cong to wage guerrilla warfare against America's little unarmored warboats.
Initially, the crews were trained in America by the Army, and then they were trained by the Navy, and then they were told to just come out here and get on with it. They literally put 4 teenagers, as often as not, on an armed speedboat and sent them out here to do fighting.
Armaments? Well, all of the boats had twin 50 cals up front and a single 50 at the back. But beyond that, the captain could fit what he wanted.
Some went for 40mm grenade launchers, some had 60mm mortars, some had rocket launchers, some carried claymore mines to leave on the banks.
And it was the same free-for-all when it came to air support. Some PBR captains called in fast jets when they were attacked. And some preferred to work in tandem with helicopter gunships.
Some guys, however, like to handle the fight on their own. There was one guy called James E. Williams. He came round a corner, his route was blocked by 8 enemy boats, all firing at him. So he ordered his front machine gunner to fire back, and then engaged full speed and rammed into the enemy boats. Then he turned round, engaged full speed again, and rammed into the ones that hadn't been turned into matchwood on his first pass. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor for that one, and I'm not surprised.
Of course, you'd imagine that a plastic boat would be easy pickings for a sniper hiding in the undergrowth.
But that's not so, as I shall now demonstrate. PBR captains would always drive very fast, so they had steering and very close to the bank. If it was the bank where the sniper was hiding, I mean, if you're in there, you've got no chance. All you have to do is keep the hammer down and keep close to a bank. Then you're a sniper's nightmare. Oh, shit. Right, what I've just done is, there's no other word, I've crashed.
How have you done that?
Hey, what happened was I came around this corner here. There were some school children swimming, and a shark was homing in for an attack. So I ran the shark down and then got stuck in my own wake. And it's just, well, I've crashed now, but the school children are all fine.
At first, a camera crew tried to pull me off, but the PBR was too heavy.
Now what are you going to do?
Well, that's a good question.
We were all stumped. And that's because we hadn't reckoned on the ingenuity of the locals, who decided to pull the boat from the front.
Right. Oh, it's moving, is it? It's actually... we're moving, I'm moving, I am moving. I am absolutely staggered. Look at this, this is a 4-ton boat. Yes! You are a genius.
I must admit, that was a fantastic effort. I didn't think that was going to shift.
You know, people always say, how did the Vietnamese beat the French, the Chinese, and the Americans? I think we've just seen an example of it.